a symphony.
Unbothered by you, not pressed by you. All the night, I need a little light. Tell me let go, I'm searching higher. Like poetry. So this is called Sour Monkey.
In 2021, telepathy. Now we're going back for 2022. Purple one.
I need a little workout before I start tonight, though.
Let's make this.
Give myself a little workout. Come on, one more time. Ain't really that much room up in this small ass apartment. I mean, let me top of the hill. Wrong with the vision.
vengeance. Let's make.
Yes, I feel a glaze coming on. I feel a glaze. Okay, we'll do one more. I love that song. I love that damn song. Ooh-wee. Yes, Eddie. Yes, Eddie.
Stop, begin, up, down,
slow.
lose, win, enemy, friend. Then it happens all over again.
Too slow.
Move with self-control and discipline, because
Life is a roller coaster. Be ready for the game.
Yeah.
Life is a roller. Yeah, we having a little workout before we talk tonight. Little workout.
I'm just
feeling fat. Feeling big girl. Trying to flip it down. The holidays is over, baby. It's time to move, baby.
Mama, stop playing making beats again.
Oh! Make sure the man she say. Oh! You see that ass moving from the back, baby. It's moving from that 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 back, baby. Oh yes. Oh yes, that ass was moving from the back, baby.
The vision of the botanist gin
Moving
is
from the
really
back,
about
baby.
pilot. You gotta get the citrus.
Them case was moving from the back, baby. One more time. Hold on. One more time. Because we get our exercise on today, baby. Some of y'all need to get up, baby. You ain't got off your ass in a long time, baby. You need to sweat, baby. Sweat blood. Sweat blood. Until you sweat, baby. Wait, hold up. 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 Now let me put these moves back on. Hold up. 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 She about to. Ooh. 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 She about to. She about to. Ooh. She about to. She about to. Ooh. She about to. She about to. Ooh. She about to work. She about to work. She about to work the middle. She about to work the middle. She about to work a little. She about to work a little. She about to work a little. Oh yes. Oh yes, honey. What?
Tummy troubles may bring fussiness,
What?
gas, and spit up all
What?
at once. Enfamil Gentlease has easy to digest.
We doing a little workout before the talk tonight. Okay, we're gonna do that one more time, the instrumental. Then we're gonna do a little New Orleans bounce, baby.
Mama, stop playing making beats again.
Oh, she about to work the middle. She about to work a little. She about to work the middle. She about to work. 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 She about to. She about to work. She about to work. She about to work. She about to work. She about to work the middle. She about to work a little. Just let it work a little. Hey, hey, hey. She shaking from her back, yeah. She shaking from her back, yeah. You can see it from her back, yeah. Woo, woo. Big girl. Big girl. Woo.
Whether it's an antique car or a covered bridge, when you can actually see the craftsmanship that went into making something, you're transported back to a simpler time.
Big girl!
Many plein air artists who came before me. I found inspiration for my art in the hills and the valleys of Bucks County.
There's nothing quite like the feeling of freedom that you get riding in the open cockpit of a biplane. It's just you.
Okay, I'm gonna do a little bounce.
All that beautiful.
Then I'm gonna call it a day. Then I'm gonna start my topic.
History, where you can appreciate it.
Cause see, I got to put exercise in where I can get it, baby.
Full circle and put you right back where you started.
I got to put exercise in where I can get it, baby. Ooh-wee, I feel like exercising tonight. Baby, whenever the spirit come on you to move, listen to that spirit and move. Let me see. Hey, Kevin. Whew. That's my Juve. That's my Juve.
Definitely in the building. Don't walk in, sit in the building. Stop from the back. Keep going.
That's not it, baby. That's not this the one I'm looking for, baby. All my radios.
I think we about to get them hoes some raw. Check this out. Let's go. Come on.
Listen, girl, baby, till you back and give me what you need. Now come on, raise your let's run it. Be running. I'ma fuck you in your house. I'ma fuck you on your couch. I'ma wet and take out and I'ma fuck you in your couch. I'ma fuck you in your house. I'ma fuck you on your couch. I'ma wet and take out and I'ma fuck you in your couch. Good night, that boy. Good night, that boy. Good night, that boy. Good night, that boy. Work it, let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. Good night, that boy. Good night, that boy. Good night, that boy. Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. I don't want to mic, but the bitch hype. Hoes in their feelings, cause they nigga give me, I got me a night ball nigga to put it in my life. That 8-ball nigga, to give me just right. That 7-ball nigga, that hit me hard nigga. That 3rd-ball nigga, that West Bank nigga. That LJS nigga, that 15 nigga, that 15 nigga. I want you to make it 2 with it too. You put your dick in, shove it in. Then you beat that pussy up. Beat it up. Beat put that ton of work. You got me yelling work. I love the way you put that ton of work. You got me yelling work. Bitch, you better work. Bitch, you better work. I call the shots and tell them hoes when the drop, bitch, drop.
These fools gotta come off now. These fools gotta come off. They fucking with my pop.
I'm a man, still a story man, bitch, I been
The moon's coming whether we like it or not.
This thing is technological life.
What's the plan?
Safer.
Take it short.
Moonfall. The theaters February 4th.
I need a shake short.
Boy, say my name. V-I-C-E-L-O, I'm the best bitch, hello. Boy, say my name. I'm Vicky Low, if you won't say no. Boy, say my name. V-I-C-E-L-O, I'm the best bitch, She's a Mac with a whole dick pleaser. And she hanging with a bitch that he wanna. She has the D's out and she's a dick rider. You wanna got another name, Keisha. She's a hoe, she's a freaking dick eater. And Keisha got a brother named Joanna. He not the from behind, he's a dick rider. Bend over, 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 dick rider. Bend over, bend over, bend over, bend over, bend over, bend over, bend over. The show, that's no my nigga. Dick stay hard, dick so raw, dick stay hard, dick so raw.
Hello, Shake.
Rock
That's enough. Woo! 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 My goodness. Woo! That was a workout. Oh, that was a workout. Woo, that was a workout. Woo. Woo. Okay, so let me get to my topic. My goodness. I drink to that. Where's my water? I must have taken it back in the kitchen. Woo! Oh, I guess I drink some of the beer. Woo! I might have to crack a window up in here. My goodness. Woo! Woo! I might need to cut the fan on. My God is God today. Oh. Oh, thank you, God, Goddess. I can still get up and move, huh? I can still, baby, sometimes you don't be feeling like shaking, but shaking is healing. And when you get a mood to shake, when you get it in your heart to shake, when you get it in your heart and mind to give a shake for the God and Goddess. I'm a shake for the God and Goddess today. Oh, I'm a shake for you today. I'm a witness and I'm a shaker. I'm a shaker and I'm a witness. My God is God today. I'm a shaker. We never stop moving and we never stop shaking. My God is God today. So I want to share with you this post that I wrote tonight. And it was inspired by just all of the content that I have been consuming this week. I've been watching the young conservatives, the liberal conservatives, and the black liberals and the black conservatives. I've been following that this week. Really just paying attention to the conversation. And a lot of the things that were said to me was triggering. I heard black conservatives say, talk about how, they was born in dangerous parts of the hood, and they went to dangerous schools, and if they can pull themselves up, then anybody can pull themselves up. And I want to say to you that when I was 17 years old, I tried to get into the military, but I started, there was never a closet for me to hide in. I was always obviously very connected to my mother, very connected to my grandmother, very connected to my great-grandmother. I was always obviously like that. There was never any closet for me to hide in, okay? I got teased for looking like a girl when I was a child. So when I got ready to go and apply for the military, they rejected me. So, a lot of people use that because you hear, a lot of conservative Republicans, your claim to fame is that you served time in the military. But what about us who never had a closet to hide in? What about us who were not passable to be able to get in the military? Let's talk about that passability. Let's talk about those of us who could not pass in the male construct, just weren't born able to do that. Born with dick and balls, but still wasn't a man enough, so-called, to participate in that construct. And let me tell you something. Just because I'm feminine, that does not mean that I'm weak. That does not mean that I'm scary. It just means that I strategize differently, but it doesn't mean that I'm weak. So the military missed. I'm thankful that I didn't get into the military because I probably missed out on a lot of extra trauma. Because I know I probably would have got me a couple of bodies out there and looked at the world totally differently after going over to other countries and killing other people and having to live with that and having to process that. So in hindsight, I'm thankful, but I was still on a battlefield over here. But a lot of conservatives, they use that, pulled themselves up by their bootstrap narrative and how they went into the military. But what about those of us who the military were not accepting? Another thing that I want to talk about is how people with money are always talking about how they have to pay taxes to take care of people in this nation. But let's be clear. Those of you, you always talk about starting businesses and entrepreneurship. Who do you think is supporting your businesses? Because most people who budget their money and save their money and who are trying to save to be able to put their children through college, and they're trying to save so that they can have a savings to retire off, so they don't want to be able to depend on the government. They're not moving frivolously. They're not supporting your businesses. They don't have money to waste on all of these businesses that you're starting. So guess who's supporting your businesses? These people who get in this government assistance because they want to be able to live grand once a week or once out the month. They want to go and enjoy themselves and do something nice. So most of the time, it's people who don't really have a financial understanding of wealth and a financial understanding of money who y'all could sucker into supporting your businesses. A lot of times, those are the ones you could sucker into supporting your businesses. When they get their stimulus checks and when they get this little extra money from the government, they come support y'all businesses. Because we saw that as an example when the stocks was shooting up when people was getting their stimulus checks. So, a lot of y'all conservatives, y'all be saying, oh, we paying, we taking care of them. They taking care of y'all too. It's all going back. Y'all getting it back. Stop complaining. Y'all get it back in y'all businesses and y'all entrepreneurship. Like cut that out. But this is what made me want to write the post that I wrote this evening. So this is what I wrote about, because I used to be a person who was very sad and very depressed because I never had children. And let's be clear, I am not one of those beings like this who never slept with women. I slept with a lot of women. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot. I slept with like 7. In my life, I've had sex with 7 women. 5 of them were white. Let me stop. That was disrespectful. I slept with 6 women. 5 were white. 1 was black, and 1 was a trans man. So I slept with 7 people with vaginas, and I had sex with some of them multiple times. Now, when I had sex with the white women, it was married couples while I was doing escort work. When I had sex with the black girl, we both were strippers at the time, and that was a beautiful experience with her. Like I really, really felt like a telepathic bond with her. The trans man, I had a good bond with him, and I really liked him, but I kind of felt handpicked because it was like I was doing all of the work in the bedroom because he never topped me. I used to top him all the time, and he used to want me to eat him. And so I was like, well, damn, and he was telling me what to do and like bossing me around. And I'm like, well, damn, like it was like some reverse henpecking. So my relationship with a trans man pre-op, it turned me off to the experience because I was like, this not working. Like, this is like some reverse henpeck type stuff. Like, it didn't work for me. So I almost had a situation with a trans man post-op, but I've never been with a trans man since I was post-op. So I had 1 trans man before I was post-op, 1 black female, and I had sex with like 5 married couples. So and that was for coins. But yeah, I'm not gonna say I didn't enjoy it because I got paid, but like I enjoyed it every time I did it because I like to please people. I like to please my partner. So I am not a being like this who is afraid of vagina. Yeah, I'm not afraid of vagina. I've had it multiple times, and I almost had sex with a girl when I was like, when I was ready to have my first orgasm, like when I was a child. I almost had sex with this girl. She was fertile. She got pregnant the very next year by another dude. She was like 12 going on 13, and I was like 13 going on 14, and I had just started getting my seeds. So like I could have got her pregnant if we would have had sex that day. But my cousin walked in the room and she stopped us from having sex. She was beautiful. I was very attracted to. She was to tease me and call me faggots and all this type of stuff. But she was attracted to me. But we was about to have sex that time, and we never tried again after that, right? So I don't know. I've always had a lot of respect for females, and unless they pursue me, I never pursue them. A couple of years ago, when I was like 41 years old, I think, yeah, I was like 40 going on 41. This 18-year-old stud female, she had long dreadlocks. She was gorgeous. I mean, she was beautiful. Like kind of handsome, like on a slick, like kind of like a boy, like a young man, like but at the same time, like beautiful as a woman too. Like she was just a beautiful human being. And I was standing on my balcony exercising, and I had on this little wraparound. It was kind of like in Friday, like it was kind of like she did me like Ice Cube and Chris Rock. Chris, what's his name? What's his name? The one that played in all of the movies with the Chinese man. What's his name? The one from and you know how when the neighbor was out in the garden and she was bent over and she was watering the plants, and they was like, damn, like that's kind of how the female did me. Like she was looking at me on the balcony and she was like, damn, because you know I had on Chris Tucker, yeah. So I had on something that was see-through, right? And so I turned around and I had on something. I turned around and she liked it, so she came upstairs. And she was like she was looking for something. Like she was trying to ask me that I know directions to somewhere. And she was like, "You want to smoke a blunt?" So I let her come in and she smoked with me. And she sat down and she was like, "Come sit on my lap." And she told me to come sit on her lap. And I was like she was so young. Like I just felt like I would have been wrong. Like I was very attracted to her, but I just felt like I don't know. Like I felt like that was like I guess if I would have been a cisgender man, I would have took advantage of that because most niggas would take advantage of some shit like that. But that's like I was attracted to her, but I just couldn't. I couldn't take advantage of her like that. Like she wanted to be aggressive with me. Like she told me to come sit in her lap, and she was living for me. Like so, but that's the last time I think that I came close to like having sex with like a female. Like I've been flirting with one up here, but we ain't never like I haven't had sex with a female in a minute. Like I think this is a double standard in my mind. I think it's easier for me to flirt with men. You know, like when men come on to me, it's easier for me to interact with them. But like with females, because I am a being that's not common, you know, I feel like, you know, maybe they have less experience with somebody like me. Like, you know, even though I got a vagina, a pussy now, you know, my journey to get here is like, so like, I don't know, like sometimes I be feeling like, am I corrupting her, or like, is this okay, or like, you know, but yeah, so it's just all of these thoughts I be having through my mind, but I'm gonna get over it. Because I'm supposed to be talking to, I got a friend who I've been talking to who lives in Africa, and she might come here, and we're talking about a relationship, and you know, like I'm not gonna give too many details on that, but I'm just gonna say that, you know, I'm into polyamory, so I've been working on my type. So let me go ahead and read this thing, because I don't be want to give too many details because I might jinx my stuff. So I said, I used to feel so incomplete because I never brought ancestors here through procreation, made babies for you regular folk. At 44, I couldn't be more thankful for my choice. I love children, but I'm thankful I never forced an ancestor or part of me to participate in the disrespect of half of our being. But I am so happy to do the work that if I am reincarnated again into human form, I will know that I did my best on this plane. I will know that I did my best to make this plane a place I might be joyful about bringing life into my next trip. Because to be clear, I'm convinced in some alternate reality,
They are thriving and living their absolute best life. Period. That which once pained me so brings me so much peace today. Old folks say keep living. Oprah ain't brought not one here. Oprah said, you can use me, massa, but nothing from my womb shall you have. It ends with me. My God, goddess today. The Bible says God sacrificed his only begotten son. He only sacrificed one. I've sacrificed all of mine. Every man that claims me as his child has made at least 3 children. So I've sacrificed more than one child. Because I will not let my spirit walk any land that has disrespected the very doorway through which it was able to arrive on this plane. How can she give birth to a president, but she can't be one? How can she give birth to a pope, but she can't be one? And at this point, if a Christian female wins, is it not still a patriarchal nation? Inquiring minds want to know. So yes, I can say I'm thankful for never bringing life here, but I am so thankful. I'm thankful for never bringing life here, yet I've been called a mother for over 20 years. Hashtag doing the work this trip. Hashtag Leilem Leiler. Hashtag KineenMafa. Hashtag Amen a woman. Hashtag God Goddess. Hashtag wholeness. And I wanted to say this post in celebration of one of my sisters who just went and got her sex change. I'm not going to call her name because I know when we first going through the surgery, we like to be able to maneuver how we want to maneuver. I'm going to let her celebrate it in the way that she wants to. But one of my sisters has successfully made the sacrifice, went through the journey, and she feel at home. So tonight, I want to dedicate this video to her. And when she sees it, I hope that she feels blessed. I hope she feels touched by it. I hope that she is healing. I hope that she is going through an amazing and beautiful healing process. I hope that her vagina is everything that she wants it to be. Child, I just have the greatest just hopes and dreams for her. I love her. She's such an amazing support to me. She's such a beautiful, intelligent woman, and she has been following me since she was young. And now, baby, she is accomplishing great things, honey. She's doing great things. So I want to just take this moment to just celebrate her. I'm going to light this candle. And I'm 4 months post-op, and I plan to have kids in 2 years. I hope your friend is healing well. Oh, that's great, baby. So... yeah, I mean, I want everybody to do what's best for them. I'm just happy that I didn't bring any children here because I don't want I don't want I'm happy to help other people with their children. Like, I love children. Like, I want a ready-made family. Like, I want because I really do adore children. Children mean the world to me. They're so special. They're so beautiful. They did not ask to come here. They give, this world so much life, and they give this world so much joy. And we corrupt them with this one-sided spirituality and with this corrupt government, with this corrupt religion. Like, we just do so much damage to these children. And my heart goes out to them. So I am always happy to help, bring up well-rounded children, because I feel like, not kids. I don't want to participate with kids. Because that's, when we use the word kids, we have to keep in mind that kids are baby goats and baby goats are cattle. And so we're bringing our children, we're speaking that narrative over them of, and as Black people, as deeply melanated people who've been impacted by the slave trade. Some of our ancestors were impacted by the slave trade because we have the Black indigenous, the Black aboriginous beings who were conquered and captured, and some of them were duped into slavery. And we have the Africans who came over and were duped into slavery and were just kidnapped into slavery. So we want to honor all of them and remember that they were treated like chattel. And so when we call our children kids, we have to be mindful that we're kind of like subliminally accepting that they're livestock. So I'm very cautious to use the word children. I'm very cautious to try to edify them in a way that speaks to them being the future. We don't want to pacify them and make life too easy for them because we want them to have character. We don't want them to be afraid of challenge. We want them to be brave. We want them to be strong. We want them to not be afraid to have different experiences. We don't want them to be too sheltered. You know, I mean, like, I can't speak for what you want for your children. I'm just saying that these are the type of children that I try to impact and that I try to nurture, the ones who I see have that potential to be guides and to be oracles and to be philosophers and to be teachers and to be artists and to be healers and to impact communities and societies. So those are the type of children that I try to impact. You can keep your kids. Keep your kids. You know, I'm not trying to, you know, I ain't, you know, like, kids and children are two different things. So, you know, I'm not with the kids. I don't do, this for me, you know, there's a difference between children and kids. And I say this all the time. And some people, you know, they bring life here for the purpose of controlling it and for the purpose of, you know, getting extra checks on their income tax and having somebody to do chores around the house and clean up after them and to make them feel relevant and have somebody to boss around and tell what to do. And those are kids. I'm talking about children. I'm talking about the ones who will, you know, shape our nation, impact society, become ambassadors, you know, be cultured. When you think about how world leaders are raised, and when you think about how some of the most affluential people, some of the most powerful people in the nation are raised, they have nannies, they travel, they have different teachers and tutors, they're exposed, they take classes, they're exposed to so many things. And so when they grow up, they're not sheltered and closed-minded, and they know how to maneuver, they know how to be diplomatic, they know how to interact, they know how to speak. They see things and they're not shocked, and they don't say dumb stuff because they're cultured. But kids, babies, kids, they ain't never been nowhere. They ain't never seen nothing. They only done been around this one person or this person here because their family only trusts this person and that person because they don't know how to confront issues. They keep everything to themselves. They don't know how to confront and call things out. They live in a household like that. So the children have to be sheltered, and those children grow up condemning things, and they act like kids, and you can't take them nowhere. You can't, because once you get to a certain age, it's like shell shock when you try to expose children to certain things. So there's a difference between kids and children. You know, kids is something that you want to shelter and that you want to keep to yourself, and you're basically preparing them for the plantation to get up there and work for massa. But when you're raising guides and future ancestors, yeah, I'm live on YouTube right now. Say hey to the people. Okay, well, I'm gonna call you as soon as I get off. I'm about to wrap up the live now. I'm gonna be off in like 5 minutes. All right, love you. Bye-bye. Yeah, so basically, like, I just wanted to say that, like, I love children. Like, I don't want people to think that I don't love children. I just don't think that I was meant to be a physical, like I was meant to birth children in this life. One of the reasons why I didn't, when I was younger, like the reasons changed. So when I was younger, I didn't make children when I was fully functional, because I felt like, because I was so feminine, my baby mama was going to hold that against me, and she was going to use that as a reason to keep my children from me, because that was the culture 20 years ago. Like, if the father or the sire or the dad or the one who planted the seed was really, really feminine, they weren't allowed to be around the children. So that was the culture like 20, 30 years ago. And the family will shame you. So I was afraid that I was going to get a girl pregnant who was going to be able to say, no, you can't be around your child with that faggot shit and all that. And so I never wanted to make a baby then because of that fear. And then when I got older and I saw that the world was changing and females were attracted to me, then it became, and they could have stood up for me, then it became more about, do I want to bring a child into a world that has treated me like this? What if my child is queer? What if my child is different? You know, I wouldn't be able to rest in peace. I would be rolling over in my grave if I thought I had to leave my child or wherever I am. I'd be hunting this world like a ghost. You know what I'm saying? If I thought that my child was being disrespected or being harmed. Now today I look at the world and I think the world is a better place for queer children. But at this point, I'm just glad that I didn't bring a child here, because personally, it's not where it should be for my seed to walk around here, or my egg. And I'm perfectly fine with not having a child this life. I will just continue to do the work to make society a place more palatable and more welcoming to my offspring if I am incarnated again into human form. So in my next life, if I continue to do the lay lim lay lur work, when I come back next time, I'll be able to bring children here, because society will be more whole, it will be more balanced, we will honor the mother and the father, you know, and people won't be getting condemned and shamed. Maybe they'll be condemning robots and stuff next time, and then next time I'll be on the fight to defend robots. I don't know. I'll be defending androids and clones next time, maybe. I don't know. But at least next time, humans, you know, females and men will be getting treated with the same respect. Like, women and men will get treated with the same respect. Non-binary people will get will be sacred, and they'll be respected. So, like, that's the work that I'm doing. This life was not about creating for me. It was not about bringing life here. It was about finding the children that I already have, finding my tribe, and basically just helping everybody else with their children, being a good steward. Amen, amen. So anyway, with that being said, I light this candle for the ancestors who have transitioned on to a different part of the journey, whether it be in the physical form or whether it be in the spiritual form. Amen, amen. This candle represents past, present, and future. The true Trinity. Wait a minute. She said, I remember I found your page through Claudette Gaze on Facebook when y'all did a panel about trade terrorizing the girls. I'm not sure if you remember that. Girl, we used to do a lot of panels, girl. But yeah, thank you for supporting the live tonight. Thank you for being on here. Hey John, and you know Kevin was on here. I don't know where he went, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Like I said, this candle is lit to acknowledge, you know, our ancestors who have come, our ancestors who are here, and our ancestors who will come. All right, so you stay for the whole life. I guess I wasn't born with sight. I can't wait to cut the live off and start it over so I can see how my big butt look moving at the beginning of the video, because you know I ain't danced in forever. Like, I done started dancing in my lives again because I feel like I am getting like big, and like while I celebrate being thick, I'm not ready to be that big. So I realize if I don't want to get too big, I have to get up and I have to move. I have to be more active. So, I have to eat less and I have to be more active. And that's what I'm working on. I'm working on eating smaller portions and I'm working on being more active. And honestly and truly, this is not really my natural weight. The medication from the nothingness makes me gain weight. When I get off of that medication, I slim down. I get down to at least 189. This is like 200 and something pounds though. Like this is probably like 215, 216 pounds. But my natural weight is like 180, 190. Like that's why I typically kind of rest at when I'm not on the medication. But when I get on the medication, I automatically pick up like 30, 40 pounds. Like, and I'm thankful that it goes in, that I carry it well, but it's still a lot to carry, it really affects my energy level. And I like having high energy. That's one of the downsides of being post-op is you have to channel that energy. You have to motivate yourself. Like it's not as easy to motivate yourself as it is when you're pre-op. That's why when I look at girls who pre-op and they be big, I be like, girl, what is the tea? Girl, like big girls who not moaning, these girls not taking hormones, and these girls be huge, and I'm like, girl, why is you so big, girl? Girl, if I had a nutsack full of semen and testosterone, girl, I would be slim, girl. I might have a little beer belly, girl. But Miss Thing, girl, how do you have nuts down there, girl? And Miss Thing, girl, you big as a house like that, girl. What is the tea, girl? Because sometimes I be jealous of pre-op girls. I be like, girl, you got a generator between your legs, girl, and you being lazy, girl. This thing post-op girls, we have to summon that energy, girl. Somewhere, girl. We have to pull that from somewhere, girl. It's not shade. Like, I don't want people to take this as shade. I'm just stating facts. When I was pre-op, I had more energy. Now, true, there are some girls who are just naturally heavy set. There are some girls who just naturally have low testosterone. But that is not the case with every girl. So I'm not talking about every girl who is big with nuts, because some of y'all was big from childhood. We know this. I'm talking about girls who were slim and then all of a sudden they got to a certain age, girl, and they just blew up, girl, and they ain't got to take no HIV medication, girl. They ain't got they ain't castrated, they ain't post-op, girl, and all of a sudden you just got big like that, girl. What is the tea? Girl, let me find out you taking an HIV pill too. I wish I could do a Q&A for post-op girls. I have some questions. Okay. But yeah. So girl, let me So, girl, let me go ahead and get off this live, girl. But that's all I wanted to say, girl. I'm just thankful. I'm so thankful that I lived, that I'm living, continuing to live, and just to get to this place in consciousness, this place in awareness where I could be thankful, because I'm telling you, like, and I'm not mad at females, cis women for the things that they said, you can't bring no children here. You can't have no children. Your pussy ain't real. You can't make no babies. You can't carry no life. Like that used to make me feel so inadequate, and it used to make me feel so inferior and so less than. But now I'm thankful that I don't have to bring anything here to work on this plantation. None of my seed, nothing that flowed through me is gonna be walking around here, working for him. You know what I'm saying? Doing what he say, answering to Uncle Sam. None of mine's. So, if I start tap dancing and cooning and become a mascot for the system, at least I know when I drop, that's it. It ain't no more coming behind me that's going to be. Because that's what Oprah did. Oprah tap dancing her butt off, but April said, you won't get nothing from this womb. And I said, you ain't getting nothing from that sack. Because, girl, I got rid of that girl. hurt. And my ancestors, I'm like Celia in The Color Purple. Her children was in Africa. My children on another plane. My children in another language. My children on another plane, in another reality, in another dimension. And they learning how to fly. And they worshiping the mother and the father. And they shapeshifters. And they swimming deep beneath the ocean, and they fly into different planets, baby. Like Oprah said, like Whoopi said, her children was in Africa learning different language. My children in a different dimension, doing all types of magical things, honey, because they didn't have to come here and be bound by massa and the Christian religion and the Muslim religion and all those other patriarchal manly things. They're whole ones, purple ones, somewhere in another dimension, and I say, thank ya. But I'll help you with your cheering. No shade. I help you. I love cheering. Again, let me. I done got to this place. Let me be happy. Be happy for me. And I saw a woman on the other page. She was she gonna say she called me a weirdo. She said, "You're a real weirdo, and I don't have no tolerance for weirdos." And I'm like, girl, that's a compliment being called a weirdo in this culture. Period. So anyway, down but down that I say cool, it keeps spinning and turning and Gani, Yanko, Kalukalo, which means I am a child of God Goddess. And if I am, you know you are.